Hello, welcome back to Sailwind. You know what I just noticed? Now, this tells you where the port is, with this little circle. I'm always like trying to determine, like, is it here? Is it here? Where is it? But yeah, like if we highlight Crab Beach, right? It's showing us where on the island the actual port is. I don't know how, I've never noticed that before. Maybe someone's already told me about this. Yeah, Turtle Island. Is that accurate? I assume it's accurate. Maybe it's not, though. I mean, it's kind of vague as well. You can't exactly see it, but yeah, Dragon Cliffs, it's showing you where in there it is. Sanctuary, north side. I think that's right. So I can use that in the future. Of course, we have to remember it when we're looking here. Oh, I didn't know you could click on the map either. Wow. Oh yeah, that's incredible. The things you don't notice that are right there on the screen. So previously we did go to those three areas. We did see another boat. I looked at the wiki. That is called the Kakam, if I'm saying that right. K-A-K-A-M. It's like the starter boat for the region. So it'd be like equivalent to the Dhow that we started with. And the other big one is indeed called Junk, which I think is maybe the equivalent of this guy. Or this region. So I think what I'd like to do is make our way back to Dragon Cliffs. And then once there, we'll buy the other boat. And then we'll use that boat to go do our other lap that we wanted to do. Down to Sage Hills, Dead Cove, Serpent Island. I think we'll probably have to come in this way, but I'm not sure what the winds will be like. But our route might be something like that to get home. Oh, here, I can zoom in. Haha. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Unless I could just sail straight down, but I don't know. But yeah, then we'll test out the other boat. So I think I was going to say, let's not take any of this stuff yet. We'll load up our boat. I did get information from one of you in the comments in a previous video that our ship can handle, you know, around 8,000 or so pounds fairly comfortably. So my estimate was around like 5,000 seemed safe, so that's good to have kind of an upper limit. And I was looking at the ores, since this is where we're going to start off. So yeah, copper has a return of 124 on investment, 124%. Iron has a return of 113. Sulfur is 90%. Silver is 117.5. So I think those are the ones we'll be looking at. Some combination of these. So copper does indeed give us the most return, right? So it's almost 4 of them. Not quite. It'd be 3. 3 and some to equivalent 1 silver. So it's basically, I just got to basically figure out the most efficient way. Which I think I did last time. Originally, and then I second guessed. But I think it was like 4 and 3. Yeah, 4 copper, 3 silver will cost us around 92,000. Plus however much it increases by. So I think that's the best ratio. I mean, it's basically buying up all the copper. So I don't think we could do any better. And iron is slightly less valuable, I think. Let's check, double check. Silver, 117 compared to iron, which is 114. So there might be a point where after buying a few silver, a couple silver, it's better to buy iron. They look like they're about half, so we'll double check that. So then maybe we do like 4 copper, 2 silver, and 2 iron. Well, let's just do it. So if we buy 1, it goes up by 2,000. We know we have like I had a buffer of 10,000. So it's not a lot. Oh no, it went up like 200, not 2,000. Okay, so if we buy that, and then let's try this one. One. Yeah, already this is now 10%, or 110% return. So I think it might be. We buy one more silver. Or let's just see. If I buy one iron, it's now less than the silver. Add 107. Go back to silver. Silver. Can't buy any more anyway. Go back to iron. Buy just one. One more. We almost have enough for a second. Or for a third. So I think that's right. Now if I wanted to, we need 1136. Let's just double check. Copper, there isn't any left. Iron. Yeah, still over. Okay, so let's see. We could do some currency exchange probably to get us enough to buy one more. We just need 1402 dragons. Oh yeah, that's barely anything. I'm gonna get some extra. Just for like, if we need to buy something. Or like hire the dock worker. So, why don't we just do a nice even 500? Exchange. And then we can buy one more. Now, I didn't check any of the weight, but I assume we're fine. But let's check. Copper, that's about 1,000 pounds. Add on the iron, that's about another 1,000. We're at 2180. Add on the silver, and we're at 2,620 pounds. We're fine. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 copper, 3 iron, 2 silver. I think we'll put some below deck if we can. Especially the little ones, like silver. Okay, that's all of it. Feels kind of mostly centered. And if we wanted to, we could now get some missions and load up the top a bit. In fact, I think I'm going to move the cargo a little bit more forward. No, we're already forward heavy. I would want to move it backwards if I could. But, I mean, I could put these down a little bit. Distribute it a little more, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I could put some stuff here, but we got all of our, like, personal cargo kind of in this area. So I don't really want to move anything further back, but we could stack some back here. Maybe. The time is 4. Okay, so if we sail out that way, we're heading west. So we'll be coming out of the west, and then we're going to want to sail down. With the heading of... Well, let's assume we got to go to that side. Distance of 110. With a heading of roughly south by southeast. I mean, the boat looks level, so that's probably a good sign. So I will probably pick up some missions, but I'll probably sleep first. Let's just see what they're offering. These will probably change in the morning, though. But yeah, we're at... I don't remember what I said. Weight-wise. 2,000? 2620. Plus our cargo. We could probably say we're at like 3,000 pounds right now. So plenty of room. So even if we did all that, 400, 500, 4,000 pounds. Ooh, maybe not that one. Oh, it's only like 2 days too. Well, that's 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. Maybe not. That one, we'll see. All right, it's still 2 days. I mean, we could probably do 2 days, assuming the weather's good. What is the wind? I feel like the wind's always kind of west, right? Southwest, west by southwest. Or it's been like east. It's always kind of westward, I think. But it varies quite a bit, north to south. Currently it's southwest. Mostly, yeah. Southwest kind of favoring the south. So yeah, the wind's kind of going this way, roughly. Look on the compass. Not quite southwest. So we'll be going kind of downwind. Yeah, mostly downwind. But 2 days seems fine. I don't know if we'll take the statues. 800 pounds? I mean, maybe? Now, just because it can handle 8,000 pounds doesn't mean we want to put 8,000 pounds in. We don't want to sink, so I think I'll skip that one. We'll start with the mail. Take the copper. Sulfur. Iron. Those are all for Dragon Cliffs, yes. Okay, good. Alright, we're up to like 3,800 with like our cargo that we picked of all of our metals, trade, and missions. So not including our base weight, whatever that might be. Not including our water. So we're at like half capacity. So I mean, we could take the statues. Or we could do the gold. Gold's worth more. Alright, do I still have my loading? I do. Sulfur, sulfur, nail, copper, copper, iron. Copper, copper, gold, and iron. Looks like all of them. This stuff I think, yeah, we'll just put on the deck. Alright, can't nail everything down, but I think that'll do. Let's ship out. Got enough food, we got enough water. Cargo. Oh, no, wait. I still got the mail. It is interesting, the storage fee. I guess if you bought more cargo than you could load, you could always store it. Wonder what that charges. Like, you could come to port, buy a silver, just one at a time. And then once you have a lot of them, you could ship out with them. But that depends on what the fee is. If it'd be worth it or not. What are those? Look like buildings. I also noticed something on this little island here when we were sailing by, I think. Looked like there's something maybe on it. Maybe it's a lighthouse, though, or something. I don't know what we're seeing, actually, building-wise, because they look like they should be right there. I don't see anything on the map. Right? Southwest heading. Oh no, that's further than I think. Oh, it just moved. The boat? What was that? Yeah, there it is. Oh, those are sails. Those are junk sails. So out of curiosity, do I want to sail on the other side of that island? It would make cutting back a little harder. Where we go between. Let's just cut through. Probably get a look at it again. Boom. Which means you're going to flip over to... Well, the wind's kind of there now, or is my heading changing? Okay. That's still about southwest. So we could probably let out the squares, I think. We could get some tipping, though. Which makes me want to pull it a little less efficiently. Keep it more forward. Run, sweet potato. Okay, you cannot dry a full sweet potato. Alright, with the square where it is, we're not getting any wind, but oh, that's also because we're way off course. Alright, I think I can pull in this one. And now it's a matter of whether we put out the gas or not, but I don't know if the square's out, whether it's worth doing. So we're going to compare. We're going about 8. We're going to let it out. And the other one. And let it out. That looks okay. Rear one, it looks like I could let out a lot more. And we don't want to, like, too much tippy. Too much healing. Our heading is changed a little bit. And now we're going over 8. I mean, they might have given us a little bit without taking away. Oh, I just heard a static sound. I think that there is occasional audio stuff that happens. I notice it when I'm watching back as well. So apologies about that. I don't know if there's anything I can really do. Those little static discharges or whatever popping. That's in the game. Yeah, that forward jib scares me. I could let down the top one as well. I don't know. I mean, the seas seem okay right now. Try it for fun. Be this one. And And then it's one of these, this guy. Yeah, there it is. Oh, these are very loose, it looks like. Oh, maybe not. No, they're tight. I would like to shift it, I guess, a little bit, but not too much. It's not very tight, though, is it? Anyway. Any noticeable change? Hard to say. Maybe marginal. There is all of our sails. Part of me thinks it might be better to pull these gaffs back in a bit. So more wind can hit the square sails. But like still get some wind on the gaff. Seas are also starting to scare me. I just have to be careful. I don't want them tipping us. We said about 110. 110 at about, let's say, 8. Because we're probably going to slow down at night. It's about like 14 hours, thereabouts. That's from since we departed, and I didn't know at the time when we left, but it was fairly early, but we did load up some stuff, so it was probably noon. So we've been on the water for about 6 hours. I mean, Newport's way back there. Can I get rid of this without doing weird stuff? Nope. What about if I hug the back? Hey, it's gone. What I'd like to do is probably stay up as long as I can. Although maybe that's not the best course. Probably sleep while we can. But I'd also just like to make use of these winds. But I'm also not comfortable sleeping with all my sails out like this. And my very top square isn't positioned very well. That's also because I'm just terrified of tipping. If I let the wind hit it directly, I feel like it's just gonna, yeah, heel us over even more. So these are the real... this is the realistic sky mod. I think I mentioned in a previous episode. I think I've really looked at it yet. Again, I think there's planets in this version, maybe? But I don't think it has all of them. I don't think it's completely accurate, but based off our real ones. Well, our course does seem stable. That's nice. Oh yeah, there's Crab. That was funny when I mistook this place for Newport. I did see in the video, looking back, it was basically just, yep, looked at the wrong thing. I think that's because when I was looking for Crab originally, that's what I ended up seeing. I was probably seeing, like, Newport behind Crab, maybe from our headings, so I don't know. I didn't look back on that one. When we initially set out from Dragon Rock, I was trying to identify this one, and I saw Newport instead, thinking that was Crab. And actually, I think that's Pondering Peak right there, so that's Crab. Pondering Peak. And then Turtle, I think, to our east. which means we could probably get a heading. So east by, not quite in the middle of east by northeast. I kind of wish we could like leave this on the table and then grab a ruler. East by northeast. No, that can't be turtle. Sanctuary. So we're like here maybe? They're like a third of the way. Unless I want to stay up all night, I should just sleep, I think. It's such calm night. Uh-oh. Where's my periscope? I dropped my periscope. Spyglass, I mean, not my periscope. That's for submarines. Where did I drop it? Oh, there it is. So I would think one way to tell if it's a planet or not is if it's moving independently to the skybox or if it's moving with the skybox. Another way to tell should be moving through an arc of planets. I don't know exactly where that line would be. You know, but maybe that is a planet. Oh, that's moving with the skybox. I don't see anything. Not yet, anyway. Maybe I don't. Maybe there aren't planets yet, too. There's always that possibility. But yeah, I would expect to see them along kind of east to west. As if we're kind of... We're not an equator, right? Because the sun is at like a degree. So it should follow a similar arc as the sun. It could be on the other side of the planet right now. I think there's just like 4 or 5 of them. The night is early. Oh, we have slow to 6. Is that just because the wind is weak? It does look pretty weak. Hasn't really changed too much. It was, I think, west by southwest. Now it's southwest. Still in our favor. I think this is like the spirit one, though, isn't it? The one I put on? So that's supposed to be down there. So I did put a light up here to try things out. And just see. It doesn't let me put it on the top mast. Yes, it does. I'm just too close. Right there. Too tricky, and I fell. Alright, we're getting tired. I think it's time to sleep. I'm gonna pull in some of these, though. I'm gonna raise that top square. I'm gonna raise the bottom square about half. This big guy, I mean, he's pretty far out. So I don't feel like it should tip us being that far out. But we'll bring that out. Maybe we'll let it out even more. So it's not catching a huge amount of wind. Do the same to these. 2 turns. 2 turns too much. We'll let out a half turn. Yeah. I'll bring up the gaffs just in case we get a, you know, the wind shifts more perpendicular to the ship. I don't want us to tip. And finally, the rear square. Half turn, 1 turn. Let's go for another half turn. We're still going about 6. Incredible. Let's get one last heading if we can. Which island should we use? That we know. Still see port, Newport. Or is that... yeah, that's Newport, right? No idea. Turtle? I think. Well, we could probably use Pondering. Southeast would put it on that side of it. So I feel like we're somewhere around here. So if that's true... yeah, we're about 40... so, I mean, as long as we don't sleep more than like 7 hours, I think we're fine. Good night. Oh, and going to bed thirsty made sure I barely slept at all. Alright, we can get another heading on Pondering Peaks. We're still... oh no, yeah, we have moved. So now southeast is on that side. So now we're about like here, I think. Feel like 20. Feels like we're close then. But I could be doing things incorrectly. Could adjust our heading a little more. But I'd rather not wake up to a kaboom. Alright, let's try sleeping again. Hopefully like I'll wake up hungry. Maybe a mistake. Dawn is approaching. Please wake up, please wake up, please wake up. I'm worried. Yep, very close. We missed it. Let's make a slight heading change. Bring up the sails a bit. We should be able to get in though. And actually, if we go... upwind is that way. No. I'm gonna take out away the squares. Alright, I gotta get this thing to the other side. Let out the gaff. One little bit of coffee left. Hello again. Well, this is similar to our first time here. And we curved around and came in. What's flapping? You? The feeling like I forgot something. You know, like I left a whole pile of ores back at the place. I didn't load them up or something. But I'm pretty sure we have it all. Pretty sure. So we should do pretty well. We should like double our money at least. Now I may want to let out or reduce our sales in here. I'm tempted to get rid of the gaffs. Easy there, fellow. You want to go right? We'll have to furnish the other ship. We could probably just buy some new stuff. Buy a new stove. Bring one of our kettles with us. We have plenty of cups. We could probably just buy a new table for it, though. Some stuff I wouldn't mind not transferring over. So anything we can buy here at Dragon Cliffs, we probably will. And wind's going that way, but we're going to be heading further upwind soon. So I'm not really changing my stay sails at all. Maybe I should. I could let this one out. I could avoid hitting the rock. I think we should go left. No, we're okay. Seeing if we're going to be stuck upwind if I take the right. I think we will be more stuck upwind if I go to the left. And then have to cut back even more? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar. We've only done this once before. And I think it's like right on the other side of this. But since we're going to be heading upwind, let's bring these in. Oh no, this seemed like the right choice. If we went left, we'd been screwed, would we? I'm seeing the little arc walkway up. Just saw the city too. Okay, yeah, we're about to lose the wind though. So I brought the gaffs out to help. Should bring these in even more. Yeah, this thing. Wooden bridge. So that leads up. Though we eventually hit like a ceiling. But maybe there's plans. Maybe the upper part is just not developed yet. So it's kind of locked off to us. Kind of like a no-go barrier. Alright, well, I think I could start raising things. So we're not coming in too fast. Start adjusting our heading. Not that one. And I think I'll just let out the top one. Just to catch a little bit of wind. You know what I like about that one? Flags. There's some nice low flags that I can see. Stop right there, actually. Due tomorrow. 3 days. Okay, that's all of our missions. That's our earnings. That's our reputation. Forgot to look at this. I should probably look at it more often. The more we look at it, the more we'll probably see trends and stuff. So yeah, those other ones we were doing are not worth very much at all. And they were late. I don't remember which one was late. Is it Crab Beach? Newport. No, I think those were on time. I think it's off the chart. Alright, well those are the time-sensitive ones. I think we'll unload the rest in the morning. I don't know if you get a bonus if you deliver early. I know you get a penalty if you deliver late. It's been quiet. No, quite a while since any merchant boats have come this way. Good night. Good morning. I have another one on me. Not too long ago, a boat departed for Crab Beach carrying some goods. It's fascinating stuff. Tell me more. Port has hardly seen any traffic for a few days. I have another. It's been quite a while. A boat has left the harbor recently, heading towards Crab Beach, carrying some dyes. Sorry, they're all out of booze. I mean, we're right here. And we could check. Do you see my boat? Okay. I was like, did I forget to get a receipt? All right. There we go. 4 copper, 3 iron, 2 silver. 4 copper, 3 iron, 2 silver. 103. Good day. So this is another case in terms of like storing goods. You know, if we're not getting a good price, we could store it and wait. I'm not going to. Okay. Let's check though. Copper selling for 1300. No, 13,900. Copper for 13,000. What did I say? Paid 6,000. 62. We're getting 13. That is right. Iron we paid. We're getting 23. Of course, it's just 1. Hang on. I'm not doing math properly. Okay, that's per. Yeah, yeah. I can look at per. Average total will vary. So iron's 23,600. Paid 10,700. Silver would pay 2,300. And we're getting 52. Okay. Let's just sell it all. Should have done it the same order, but I did not. Copper. 23,800, yeah, so we got more than double. $23,103 expense, so that's pretty good. Metals are very nice. So if we wanted, what was it, 80? 80 something? How much are you? It was 88 gold. Correct. Alright, well, we don't have that. Do that. I see. I can only do 10,000 at a time. That's weird. Like, obviously, I don't want to waste it. It lets you kind of overspend. I guess we do that. 29. I mean, I have no idea how this compares to what we paid before. Okay, an easier way of doing it is just select the gold. Alright, that's 58. Oh, it's changing? No, there we go. And then we just need 2 more. 88 gold. I'm curious about, yeah, trading currency. Like when we go to different regions, but I don't... It'd take a while for us to figure that out. I'd have to start tracking it. That kind of stuff I wouldn't like to know ahead of time, or like exterior sources, I guess. I prefer to like figure that out in-game, like through our own observations. We have a new boat purchased. But yeah, this one might be fun to do metal runs in too, right? Because it's got these things. You put a metal in there, put a couple in there, a couple more in there. Right. Yeah, eager to check out these sails. So these are, okay, left to right, I guess. And this one is raising it. And there's 2 here at the helm. So that's raising. And I assume that is, no, that's controlling direction. This one is raising. So we can control left, right at the helm. How about you? Left to right. And left to right. Okay, so these 2 allow us to turn it, as well as this one for the back. And these ones are to let it out. To let it out And the front one we have to run up there to let it out. Alright, I'm going to start furnishing it. So let's empty our pockets. Do I have an empty crate? I don't think I do. Got a lot of fishing hooks and stuff that I haven't used. I need all of this extra stuff. We could probably take one of the smokers on. Let's hire this guy again so we can easily move furniture. Tell you what, your lanterns are really low. Alright, we have a spare compass we could probably put in there. Might just buy an extra map. Now we could maybe just buy an extra one of these. I mean, it's not cheap. Do we really need it? No. Extra charting kit? Sure. Extra chip log? Sure. Extra quadrant? Sure. We're not going overseas. We're not leaving the area, so I don't think we need a sun compass. And we probably don't need the chronometer. I would like a table. If I could look at them. And a stove. $14. That's fine. Okay, so we got a big one and a skinny one. I think we want the skinny one. They're also like shorter. So, is there a way I can test this? Kinda? I feel like we'll be looking way down on it. And also like walking on it. Or we get this guy. Well, I mean, they're cheap enough that we can test it. If we don't like it, we'll buy the other one. Probably want some shells. I could probably just transfer some firewood and fishing rods from our other one. Same with a kettle. And a knife. We have an extra one. We'll buy another fishing rod. Uh-oh. Well then. I'll just leave that over here. Probably want to get some lamps. Yeah, come back with the little stuff. No. I would like to keep loading. I mean, I already have hired you. Uh-oh. Did I just lose my stuff? Maybe. What's going on? Oh, it's here. Alright, where are we going to put everything? Helm's here. This looks like a little lower area. Smoke right at the back? I don't know. I also want a stove, which we do have. A table. Barrel of water. Nope, that's a shelf. I mean, how many of those did I get? Oh, okay, it's fixed itself. Maybe put this in our bedroom. Yeah, we have this underneath as well. I feel like that's a good place for like firewood and stuff. Alright, it's getting late, so let's get back to the market before it closes. Alright, we're gonna want some of these. Some of those. I think we just want the yellow. I don't know if I want green or red. I mean, I'll try one. Maybe we'll put a red one in our bedroom. For now, let's throw them up here. And a green one for good measure. We'll get an extra pot. And then, chairs, no. I'll just buy some fishing hooks. Oh, and they're closed. Okay, so that's a red. Green is kind of harsh. Red's not bad. Kind of warming. Be nice for a bedroom, actually. Well, nighttime's a good time to do this. I said the flags are really nicely positioned, but they're still above a roof. Okay, we definitely need a light somewhere around here. Maybe not in front of us, though. I think I like the candles better. They give a nice soft light. Okay, so just maybe some lighting over here. Right near the flag would be great. Could I put one right tucked behind? Would that look dumb? Would be non-functional. Just wondering if it helped, like, illuminate the flag for me. Doesn't really feel like it's doing anything. Just feels like it's mostly blocked. That's better. Alright, I mean these are a little dark over here, but I don't think that's a problem. I think things are mostly lit up. Maybe under here, put another one. Just not green. Something like that. Yeah, we're also going to want some oakum. And, oh, we need a bucket. I mean, where does water collect in this boat? Down here? Or in the holds? Wondering if the green would be good, like, on the side of the boat? To, like, illuminate the water? Or I really wish I had a crate. This is... Why did I get rid of my crates? I want one more red for sure. I'd like to test the green first. So let's just get the hooks placed. But if we could have, like, yeah, them, like, here, something like... I don't know. Somewhere we can reach, too, I suppose. By the ladder kind of makes sense. See. And back here... In terms of reaching it, we have to climb on the table. Ooh, that one's misbehaving. Yeah, I don't know how well these will stay in place, as we've seen before. Kinda don't like to. So that plan might not work, but we'll wait till nighttime again and then we'll try the green ones. See how they look. Might make some interesting light show. Oakum, we should probably store up here on the helm, maybe? We could put a compass probably right there. I think I borrowed the hammer from this one. I did. Should we just take the cutting knife? No, let's just buy another one. You could have 2 cutting knives. And I'll take a kettle, I guess. At this point, I was thinking I should have just emptied something. But I did not. Good thing I didn't buy that by accident. Okay. Good. Yeah, I'll just buy a new kettle. New knife. New hammer. Couple extra lanterns. Some candles. I do think we'll leave a lantern here as one we can just grab. Okay, compass. Everything moves on this one. There's no lines. But I want to try it out anyway. We just put it right there. Maybe a little further ahead. I mean, it's something. How do you work? Okay. You have like 4 distinct spots? 3, I think. Middle, left, and right. Okay, can I turn you? A little more user-friendly? Yeah. Probably use a little table to go on this side as well for food. Also like to buy one more oakum just to have some backup. A couple more of these. Gotta love my hooks. And then, I mean, these are chairs. They look exactly like a table. I don't think we'll get a drying rack. Yeah, I'll grab another one of these. Get it as close as the fire as we can so it burns. It's also good to have your fire right near your mooring lines. Pretty sure. Gotta buy some more candles. Oh yeah, I can't do that. Oh, what did I just do? Are these mine? Yes, okay. I mean, we need a broom, right? Of course. Alright, this thing we're going to be using like what? Like that? Dropping it on the floor? Just like that? I can still load. Okay, let's grab a few more shelves. I'd like some water, please. You know, what we could also do is bring this thing into the shipyard to see if it has any other upgrades, like a bilge pump or something. Alright, is it practical to put a shelf at the back here? Maybe. That's probably going to send something flying. Nope. It's perfectly happy with that. Alright, don't know if those are usable, but they look decent. One is definitely straighter than the other. Okay, depends where you look. Store some food down here. Store some food somewhere up here. And as long as we can access those... I don't know about the smoker. We also want some water nearby somewhere. I guess down here. I don't know. You go under? Oh, weird. You put this near your face, it just drinks it. Okay, don't do that. Yeah, definitely not as much cargo. That might work, though. And we could probably lock them down. Then have one of these up here for us. I mean, that's probably fine. Plenty of room. You know what I realized? This place doesn't sell any art. Alright, in terms of sweeping the deck, we will store you down here. This is for us. I want my knife back. Alright, what's not locked down? That. Shelves are locked down. Table's locked down. Map is locked down. Quickly now. Grab one more green for testing. Man, look at this. We spent like $20,000. Oh, I guess some of that was actually buying the boat. Never mind. I was like, did I spend all that on provisions? Oh yeah, coffee? I mean, we got barrels of coffee. Maybe I can take one from... And some rum. We don't drink rum. We haven't done alcohol. What's over there? Oh, the wind chimes. You know where it would be a good place for them? Probably like the crow's nest of that ship. I feel like you just wouldn't hear them unless you go up in the crow's nest. Reluctantly, I will take a coffee from our stash. Oh, cups. Right. And maybe one of those? Not opposed to it. Do they help? Yeah, especially at like night. So I'll probably have to put another one in the middle. You just smack your face on it every time you come up. Perfect. I think as long as we can't hear them from here, it's probably fine. I barely hear them. Alright, so in that case we need... yeah, 4 of these. Maybe one more hook for good measure. Okay, somewhere in between. Gotta be far enough away so it's not trying to push. Maybe center it on the mast. Nope. Other side is going to be tricky. Maybe I could do it from below. Well, I think we're pretty good otherwise. There's one more thing. Go on one more shelf. We got some firewood, we got some hooks, we got a little bit of everything. Everything else we could pick up at another port if we need more of it. Got plenty of water. I wanted to see about mounting it here. Not there. Along this back wall. Will you let me? No. Where are you trying to place it? Darn. Thought maybe I could do it there. There, it looks like I might be able to. No. Help if I didn't have it tilted all the way up. Try again. No, it's trying to put on the roof. I don't think it registers this wall as existing. Oh, hey. Oh, I could do something like that, though. Would that be silly? Looks kind of silly. But just thinking in terms of... yeah, that's totally in the way. That's kind of what I wanted, though. But just over there. And as we discussed, you can't mount shelves to other things, so I couldn't, like, temporarily maybe put a structure in place that I could then... oh, that's interesting. Could do that, though. Or that. Nope. perfectly usable. I don't know then. Maybe we could put it down there. Hey, a little booster seat. You can see a little higher. Oh, I kind of like that, actually. It's like, stand on your tippy toes. I'm going to leave it there. All right, let's try to lock these in place. Oops, I heard about that bug. You can, like, fall through the deck. Especially with, like, low frame rate, I think. Which I am, yeah, I'm not getting 60. I'm like 35. I imagine, like, the more stuff you have, the worse it gets. Let's try to get into the shipyard. And then we'll call it. We'll quickly look at what's available, and then we'll leave it at that. How boat work? I know we looked at it, so we should probably use the one that's here. Okay. Let's turn boat that way. That is to raise, that is to raise. This is to turn? Yeah. They are neat looking sails. I'll give them that. Very, very fancy. Fins. What are we hitting? Maybe I put a shelf here too so I can step back up. I like that flag. I mean, I can't exactly tell, but I can get a rough idea. Yeah, like that's 45. I could kind of see that from back here. It is interesting because they raise, right? It keeps your... You just have a little bit of sail out. It's not at the, like the top of your mast. Alright, I have to do some shenanigans and push it backwards. Should be able to get in now, though. So that's the other way if we'd come, you know, if we went left around this big rock. So it probably is pretty good, like, in terms of accommodating the winds, right? Regardless of which way the winds are going, you can probably get in here. What I do like is you can rapidly lower these ones. Like stow them. Where the other ones, you could only rapidly release them. So it is interesting. I kind of like these. At least so far, without having used them in any kind of condition. But that principle alone is kind of nice. So, I mean, we could put these junk sails on the other ship, I suppose. Please don't explode. All right, full cabin. Oh, look, you can get rid of the cabin. Bilge pump for 4,000. That seems worth it. Could put a crow's nest on. Interesting. I wonder how much it will impede the sail. Can we take a look? Full junk rotation of 50 and 60. 65 and 70. Okay, they do have a preference regardless. That one doesn't. 89, 89. The short. The full does. I wonder why. Why is it limited one way? I don't think we'll put a crow's nest on then. It's got this canvas cover. Does that mean we have to get rid of that? Yeah, okay. Okay, roof, full cabin. Covers there, crow's nest. It doesn't have a rudder. It does have a different keel. So we could do a deep keel, which would be more stable, I would think. Better in the wave, like with the rocky waves. I feel like this ship will behave a lot better in the storms, but I could be wrong. So I think we'll do that. I don't know if it's worth adding anything else. We could put a bowsprit and then a staysail, I suppose. Could change the main mast. Don't know why we, I guess if you wanted to put something else on it. I don't want to change too much on the boat, I just kind of want to try it as is. Yeah, there's different positions for those. Then you can get rid of. So you could probably do something like that and have 2 masts instead of 3. Yeah, so we could add a stay there. Doesn't seem to affect anything. Oh, you could put a stay between the masts. Yeah, most of these I feel like would be impeding the sails. But those two wouldn't. I wish you could, like, raise the sails to see what it looks like with the sails up. My thought process with these is, like, we don't need to use them. I don't think they'll impede us too much. So we could just leave them rolled up. And if they are out, they'll probably be at a similar angle to these junk sails. So they shouldn't be in each other's way. Obviously the ropes will be doing some magic. In terms of where they end up, they're on the side here. Those ones are there. And it looks like to raise this one is here. No, this is the direction. And this is the direction for the other one. I think this raises the front one. And I can't tell where the other one is. Might even be at the front. Might have been added here somewhere. Well, it might be right here. That goes up the masts. So I assume that raises that one. This raises the other one. And then left and rights are midship. Well, apart from my rudder being all the way up there, I think this is fine. I assume that will correct itself. Now we could make these different colors. Have them yellow. Or I guess that's orange, probably. Could also recolor these. It doesn't seem to cost us anything. But having these red and those yellow, orange, I think are okay. Interesting, we could add another sail. Now if I remove the junk and put it back on, I'm not sure what would happen, so I don't really want to. I'm tempted to, because it would install it. It would show it to us full, right? If we removed it. we're just going to go ahead and confirm. Still got our rudder. Yeah, I feel like it'll be good. It's got a, yeah, really deep keel now. Of course, they installed these and just, you know, didn't tighten them up. That's a pretty good setup. We can let them both out, like, right here. Adjusting the left and right may be a little cumbersome because of the cabin here. But there we go. Have to check it out next time, like on the water, but yeah, it should be fun. See how this thing performs. I feel like we could just sail or like straight through storms, maybe. So maybe we'll try that. We've got our coffee, we got a pot, we got a kettle, we've got water, we've got a water bottle somewhere. We've got this other eyepiece, which we should compare with the other one. We got some shelves. I think I want one more shelf right there. We've got water for cooking. And we've got our spyglasses. So, if we compare, I assume it just zooms in more. Yeah. Camera 1. Camera 2. Camera 1. Camera 2. We'll use this one for reading. Sure. Oh, here's our bilge pump. That's good to know. All right. Well, there's our new junk ship. I think it's good to go. I'm now about to leave for a week, so I'll be back. I didn't expect to even record this episode, but I did. Still having fun in the game. Don't know how enjoyable it is still to be watching if you are, but yeah, I'll carry on when I get back. All right. Bye-bye.